guys, and happy Arttober. My name is Maddie Hicks and I am brought to you today by Oz Arts Nashville with this learning lab on how to read a children's picture book. Now, right off the bat, you might be wondering, why do I need to learn how to read a children's book? I will tell you why, because learning how to read a picture book for kids is going to help you build those public speaking and communication skills, and those are going to serve you no matter what you do in life. So maybe you are going to be a teacher or a librarian, or maybe you want to be an actor or a news anchor. Maybe you want to manage your own business. These skills are going to apply to whatever you do. I am a local multimedia artist here in Nashville, Tennessee. I mainly work in theater and filmmaking and puppetry, but I am also a children's librarian as well. So story times are my favorite part of the job because I get to combine my love for the arts and performance with my love of stories and education. So I'm super excited to share that passion with you guys today. So now it's time to read a picture book, and we're going to imagine that we're reading it out loud to kids. The very first thing we're going to have to do is select our book. So one of the first things you want to consider is the age group that you're reading. So I do story times for babies, for toddlers, for preschoolers, all the way up to middle school. And you better believe that my choice in books is going to vary depending on what group of kids I'm reading to. Another thing I like to consider really early on is diversity. I'm about to show you guys a real bummer of a graphic here to explain why this is so important to me. So this is a chart from 2018, so just 2 years ago, showing you the diversity in children's books. So still, 50% of our characters, at least our main characters, are white. Then 27% are animals or other, meaning unicorns or fairies. 10% African American, and then those percentages just get smaller and smaller and smaller with other minority groups. So you are more likely to find a children's book with a bear than you are a person of color, and this is something that really needs to change. And that is why in my picture books and any kind of books that I'm sharing with kids, I like to be considerate that we're representing lots of different types of people. The next thing I want to consider is this book engaging? And the first thing I might do is to just look at the cover. I know they say don't judge a book by a cover, but when you're reading out loud to kids, a big part of the reading experience is the illustrations. And so I'm looking at this book and seeing, wow, we have this really cool illustration style. It's colorful, it's attention grabbing. There are themes of nature and science, and this is going to be a book that's going to be really rich for a read aloud. You also ideally want to pick a book that has sort of like a rhythm or a rhyme to it so that there's a good flow. So if you see a paragraph this long on every single page, it's probably not going to be an engaging read aloud book. Now, for the sake of our demo here today, I have selected a picture book considering all of these different factors. So this book is going to be engaging, it has a nice rhythm to it. There are a lot of opportunities in this book for action, which we'll get to as we're reading, meaning there are things for the kids to do as they're listening. There's some good representation in this book, and some interesting themes we can kind of explore after reading the book. So now that it is time to read, the first thing we're going to have to do is hold the book. And there is actually a right and wrong way to hold a picture book in the library world. So we never want to read a picture book to kids like this. And they can't see the picture, they love to see the picture like this. As uncomfortable as it is, you're actually going to hold the book like this, and if you're a pro, you're going to be able to do it one-handed, which takes some practice. And that way, as you flip through the book and read it out loud, you can rotate it, you can show the pictures, and most importantly, your audience is going to be able to see your eyes and your face. So if we want to keep our audience engaged here, we need to have expression. They need to see the book and the pictures, but they also need to see you enjoying the book and the pictures. All right, so we're ready to read our book here. The first thing, of course, is we're going to read the title, and we're also going to read the name of the author and the illustrator. So I would start this story time by showing everyone the cover of the book. And I would say, now this book is called How Do You Dance? And it is by Tyra Heder. And we want to make sure we're speaking loudly and clearly. And we also want to make sure that we're varying our inflections and the volume of our voice. So one trick I like to do sometimes when I'm reading is to bring my voice down to a whisper, especially if it's maybe a suspenseful part of the story. Or you can raise the volume of your voice and get the attention of your audience that way. So we want to be enthusiastic, we want to have some vocal variation, and we want to have fun. Because guys, if you're not having fun reading the book, no one's going to have fun listening to it. How do you dance? Like this? Like this? Like this? I don't. And at this point, I might ask the kids, hey, why isn't he dancing? And they might have some funny responses. We might make a prediction here. Everybody's having fun dancing, but he says he doesn't like to. We might raise some curiosity there. I do. Rick does too. Go Rick, go Rick, go Rick, go Rick. Mags beckons. Koyo bops. Gilda flits. Aurora scrunches. CJ makes a face like something stinks. Ooh! And John looks right at you. And the kids love acting out the different dances here. Super fun. And kids will let you know if they can't see the pictures. So you can really take your time showing them the pictures there. Just move apart, then move another. Let it get weird. See where it goes. And to make this kind of a performance-y theater exercise here, I might tell them, okay, so if you were gonna lead a dance with your hand, move your hand first. Everybody try dancing with your hand first. And then I might say the same with your nose. What if you move your nose first? Or your ears? And let them have fun with that. Face, fingers, knees and toes. Maybe you have no bones. How would you dance if you had no bones? Maybe you are made of metal. Squeak, 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 squeak. Maybe you shimmy because you made something delicious. Hey, maybe you don't want to dance and just want to eat dinner, okay? Okay. No dancing during dinner. but you could dance. After dinner, at the market, at the bus stop, on a break. Good days, rainy days, sad days even. Sometimes you just need to flop around until you feel better. And right here, I might ask the kids what they do when they're having a bad day, what makes them feel better. Try some new moves. The jiggle, the swivel, the flap, the slip, the scribble, the middle, the zappo, the zip, the mister, the sister, the poodle, the scoot, the sneak, the windy, the tootle, and the nothing. Oh, how do you do the nothing? You just do nothing. Fine. The poot. Go high, down low, fast, then slow. Dinos, robos, horsies, dads. All together in the dark. Enough! I don't dance like that. I want to be left alone. Understood. But just between us, how do you dance? I just told you. Alone. So he does like to dance. He just likes to dance alone. And then I always close the book, say the end. And with my real little kids, I might say, give yourselves a clap, because they love clapping at the end of the story. And that is an example of how I might read a picture book. So you guys probably noticed I really like to play with my voice, and I really like to incorporate movement and get some of their energy out, and it also connects them with what's happening in the story. And this is one of those stories you could take kind of, very simply and literally, or it could kind of raise questions about, oh, so have different people maybe have different comfort levels or energy levels. They might like to move and express themselves in different ways. So there's a lot of different things you could do with that picture book. All right, guys, well, I hope that you had fun and maybe got some good tips today. I challenge you to pick up a picture book and give it a try. Maybe read it to a kid in your life or even a friend or an adult, and happy reading.